So this is an umbilical hernia. It's all symmetrical. It's the umbilical scar that has been stretched. Para-umbilical hernias tend to occur either above or just below the umbilical cicatrix. And the umbilical cicatrix itself remains unaffected, and all the swelling is either just above or below. Here we've got just a symmetrical swelling of the umbilicus, and it's readily reducible. There's quite a small defect there. I'm going to want to make an incision in the skin crease around there because it's nice and cosmetic. It's quite difficult to cut along a curve of small radius, particularly in very elastic skin, so I'm going to mark it out first of all with a skin marker. That's going to be the line of incision. And then use a knife with a small blade. If you don't use a small blade, it's very difficult to go around a curve of a very tight radius. And you can see even now, because of the stretchiness of the skin, how difficult it is to stay within this curve. If you could just get your assistant to, if you could just stretch the skin laterally, thank you. There we go. Tooth forceps. Now, a pair of scissors, I can do scissors. Dissect round the hernia. We need to dissect right the way down to the linear elbow. Gradually working your way around the back. It's important to make certain you don't buttonhole the skin of the hernia. I don't think I can quite get round the back. So I'm going to divide the hernia, separating the hernia from the overlying skin. We'll put a Langham back in there. And I've transected the hernia sac. I've separated it from the skin of the umbilicus, and we've got just a little bit of there's a bit of momentum that's just poking through there. I'm going to pick up the edge of the sac with a forceps. There's really quite a small hernia. Pop everything back inside. That's fairly tough bit of linear alba. You can see we've separated the umbilicus from the underlying hernia, and we've got it clear above and below, and we just need to put some nylon stitches in there. It's pretty tough tissue there. There's the umbilicus. There's the top end of the sac still attached to the umbilicus. I'm not going to trim it off because of the risk of buttonholing the skin. And there's the defect that's been closed with 3 nylon stitches. And what we need to do is to try and create an inverted umbilicus. So we're going to take a little stitch, pick up the linear elbow, pick up some loose tissue on the linear elbow, and then just the remains of the sac, or just the, if you've taken the sac away, just the dermis of the underneath the umbilical scar. Pick that up and sew it down so that we've got an umbilicus that looks like an umbilicus. Use a long-acting local anaesthetic, Chirocaine or Marcaine, so that it's comfortable for him, and then a subcuticular stitch.